Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Excellencies, my honorable guest over here. I really appreciate Mr. Khalid and his team that they honored my proposal and they have arranged this international conference. There is a reason behind it. This is not the reason that we only want to talk about Kashmir. No. The reason is not that we want to talk the misuse of the international, specified, recognized by all international organizations of the world that how this world can be a better place to live. I think right now, what is happening? Everybody is talking in his own way. Because there is a historical background about it. That why Kashmir are demanding? Why they call it is occupied? This is very important question. Because until you don't know why it is occupied, why we call it is occupied, the point is not clear. Before the partition, it was decided with the British rulers in 1947 when they left Indo-Pak. There was a very beautiful agreement that any state within the Indian state, they can choose with Pakistan or with the India according to the wishes of their people, not according to the wishes of their rulers. And of course, unfortunately happened that when Kashmir was approximately more than 85 to 90% Muslims, how they can choose within India? It's a very natural question. It's not my question. This is the question of the entire world. So what? There was a Raja, Dogar Raj. They were the rulers. And they bought Kashmir for only 8 million rupiah. If I tell what is the real value of that 8 million rupiah, only few 100,000 corona. And what they did, the Indian leadership tried to, I would say they tried to press as much as they can. And then the Raja decided, not the Kashmiri people decided to be with the Pakistan or with the India. The Raja decided, the ruler of the Kashmir decided. So it was against the willingness of the people who was in majority Muslim. I'm not advocating here the Muslims. I'm not advocating the Christians here. I'm talking about the rights of self-determination. What is self-determination? That is your willingness. That is your choice. When you give vote to some leaders, you have a choice. Even in your own home, I want to open the eyes of the people of so many countries. And this, what we have started today, will be continue at all levels. And I promise that the coverage of this program and at least my speech will go to 3,000 minimum international organizations. We will share with them because I think they are just sleeping. They are not sleeping for myself. They are sleeping for themselves. They are not talking about my right. They are not talking about their own rights. When I'm in Denmark, it was one of the most beautiful country which was talking a lot about the human rights. I salute because they are known as the pioneer of the human rights. But today, They are just sleeping, but sleeping lying. They have the courage, but unfortunately, they are not using their courage. What the Americans are doing, they are misusing the term of the unilateralism. They are asking, if you are our friend, you have to accept it. But this is the not way to be aware with the human rights. There is a violation. They are sleeping like what was happening in Bosnia. Genocide. Are we waiting for another genocide? And I want to show everyone, and especially to the government of Denmark and the people of the Denmark, that the genocide in Kashmir is already started. Why it is started? There are certain conditions which are knowing that the genocide willingness or genocide is starting. And what is that? More than 4 weeks now. Indian government has changed the entire Kashmiri state as a prison. There is a curfew more than 4 weeks now. What is curfew? Curfew that you cannot come out because there is a presence in the east street and the roads, that if the people come out of their home, it is ordered you can kill them with the bullet or anything. That is called curfew. And that curfew normally was introduced in the First and Second World War. Is it a war condition? We are not in the war. But the people of Kashmir, the total population is about 13 million. And can we imagine 1 million soldiers are trying to keep them in their homes? They cannot come out for the medicine. If a woman is pregnant, she cannot come out. If a man is dying is a health problem, he cannot come out because there is a curfew. As soon as he will put his step out of the home, by the order, by the law, he can be killed and there will be no question from the security. This is not. I will refer, in 1948, the revolution of the United Nations, number 30, what was the status? That area will be demilitarized. There will be no military in that area. And then it was, maybe if I'm wrong somewhere, our ambassador is, he can also, anybody who is the student of the history, he can correct me. Then there was the revolution number 80 in 1950. It is not, I was almost not born that time. Maybe after 10, 12 years I was born. But where are that revolution where it was accepted by the respectful, and once the Danish parliament speaker was appointed as the United Nations speaker. Nobody has taken the voice. Nobody has bring the facts outside from the books of the history. So I will definitely say the word politicians, word so-called peaceful leadership, word so-called diplomats, everybody is sleeping and we are still alive with the blessing of God, and the Christians are also alive with the blessing of God. We have to come out now. We have, with the not just normal way, we have to act. Until we don't act, we are dying. And I always say, I am dying because I don't have new gardens and flowers in my way. I am dying because I'm still looking to kill innocent Kashmiri in my way. I'm dying because I'm looking the unbelievable, cruel action against the Palestinians. I'm dying because there is an unbelievable, cruel actions taken by the military full and the money with the full of the resources, and they are taking actions and action only with the weak nations of the world. We do have resources, but are occupied with the so-called powers who are killing and misusing the rights of the people. This is what is happening by the Zionist state. I'm not asking the people, I'm asking the leadership of the India. They are Zionist and they are supported by their military. Because how a military journal can come out and kill the innocent Kashmiris, and wherever the Israeli come and they kill the innocent Palestinians. Can they? This is not the philosophy of Islam. This is not the philosophy of Christianity. This is not the philosophy of any innocent country on earth. This is the philosophy of the Zionists, imperialists, and the Yazidis.
Here.
So this is what I mean. This is what we want. If you will not fight, I didn't mean you go with the guns. You fight with your tongue. Fight with your actions. Fight with your pen. And I believe pen is the most powerful instrument on the earth. Kindly write about it.
Yeah.
Kindly talk with your friend. Ask your diplomats. Swear upon God, what I have noticed. We talk a lot, we do nothing. You will go from here, you will have a fine food. Think about the Kashmiri and Palestinian and the other. They don't have food more than 1 month. They don't have the medicine more than 1 month. They don't have anything to go out, and there are a lot of dead bodies. They are burned in the houses. We feel shame or not? Don't clip for my speech. We have to feel shame when the people are burned in their own houses. The women, children. And what they are doing now, the small child of 4 years or 5, they have guns. And also one thing I want to give an example. There is usually a procession of Muharram we was talking about. And now they have banned that. And some people are killed and injured even on that processions. Already they are in grief. And they don't accept the grief of the innocent people. This is the condition of the Kashmir. And I have just talked about it, Bosnia. I have given a reference that these all actions are towards genocide. When you don't allow the people to have food, what we will call it? Is it genocide or not? It is genocide. And what is the future we are looking in near future if the world will not come out, talk about the issue? What will happen? I want to tell all of you. They have a plan. If curfew is taken off, when the people will come out, the terrorists and the mafia of the Indian supported government, what we will call gundas, mafia,
Goons.
and there are so many bad names for them which I don't want to use. They will come out and they will use the uniform of Indian government. They will so call the part of their military and they will start killing. And they have a plan that if we kill 1 million Muslims, Kashmiris, then the voices of them will go down and they will fully occupy it. And after occupation, they will blame and when the Pakistan will protest, they will say, no, this is our part, and then the big powers, superpowers, and the powers who are supporting the Indians, they will come out and they will say, Pakistan, no, you don't have any other option. You can take the part which you have already. So this is the transparency which is going, the human values, human rights, human, and one other thing which I want to say is the right of self-determination. What is that? Pakistani people are not demanding any right of self-determination because they have their own country, they have their own right, they have their own thinking, they have their own values. We are talking, give the same right to the people who was sold out to India through conspiracies. So this is why we are here together. I didn't belong to Kashmir, but I belongs to Kashmir. I didn't belong to Palestine, but I belongs to Palestine. I didn't belongs to Syria, but I do believe, and I belong to Syria. What role, may I say, what role Denmark has done, what role America has done, what role EU has done to save the life of the Syrian people? Nothing, zero, just a bad, ugly, old egg and the tomatoes. Their role is like that. How you can be a big leadership mean that the people follow you, didn't give you power. When there is a bad role, we have no right to be known as the leader of the world. This is just the continuity of the Hitler policies. Every part of the world. And we are burned. Go to Syria and look, and even more worse position right now in Kashmir. Did you understand or not? Who understand? Kindly let me know who has understand. Can you take your hands up? This is what we need. This is the sport, at least, that you can cry for. Let me come to the next point. We don't want war. I want to show another picture. Pakistan has more than 150 atom weapons. And India has also 130. Pakistan weapons are more superior. I don't know about it. What I hear, it's not my own investigation. If the atom war is started between India and Pakistan, there will be no food for about 40 years in that region. Can we accept that? Who will be the enemy? Who will allow to start that war? You will never allow. Denmark will never allow. Because Denmark is a small country. And there are so many puppet countries in this world, even though they have a good life. When you unbelievable and unilaterally support a Zionist and imperialist state, we will know it as a puppet country. Puppet leadership. Swear upon God, I am not afraid for my life. I know, because I am in danger. Because I am talking about the peace in the world. I have been in mostly all over the world. And wherever I have gone, I have talked about these issues. So I was talking about the atom war. There is only one example until now. When very in the beginning, the quality of the atom bomb was not super. Think about if the war is started and the atom is used from the both sides. More than 40, 50 million people can die. Can we accept? If it is Indian, Hindu, Christian, Buddha, or Muslims, we can't accept. This is the reason we are together. This is the reason we have one voice. This is the reason that we want to step forward. And I will request every human being, be a human being. Your identity is whatsoever color you have, whatsoever height you have, how much money you have, you are a human being. You came in this world in the same process as the American came. But I don't believe they came. They migrated. They migrated. We migrated from my country to here. So everyone has migrated from one to other place. So it's not a matter that where you come from. The matter is that how you act, how you behave, and the peace is not a word, it is an action. If you want to work and talk about the peace, change your behavior. If you want to prove yourself, you have to step forward, go in the depth of the words. So I will again say, I'm dying because there is no garden in my way. There is no color of the fruits in my way. There is no gift for my burning child, dying child. So I'm dying. Think that if the Kashmiri people dying, we are dying. Then we can proceed the case of Kashmir. I'm here. Anybody want any question? This was the part of the program, so you can ask. I can believe me. I have just started my speech. I can talk hours and hours, but I have to respect all of you, your timings, your emotions and ambitions. So if you have any question about that, how we can bring together the efforts, and one last message, that when I'm using these words and conveying my message, it's not only for Kashmir, it's not only for Palestine, it's not only for Syrian and Yemen live shameful behavior with each other. Who is involved for the killing of the people? If the Muslims are killing each other, where are the people? They have planned to kill gradually. In 40 years ago, I was in Iraq, invited as a student leader from Pakistan. Definitely the ruler of Iraq was not a good person. He was Saddam. But at least there was no other super and imperial state was ruling on Iraqi people. We can see same as in Syria, same as in Palestine, same happened in Libya. Why Muslims are hunted by Christians? Can any Christian or so-called their leadership can answer these questions? Why they don't think where are their brains? It is blocked brain. Because they have everything to eat, they have everything to enjoy the life. Kindly ask your leadership, if anybody is listening, be friend, don't be enemies of the human. Now, forum is open.
Chuck, till Mr. ABID Ali ABID. Thank you very much, Mr. ABID Ali ABID. Yeah. Så vi nærmer os vores program. Jeg kan lige fortælle, før vi stiller spørgsmål og svar, question and answers. Jeg vil bare lige fortælle, efter spørgsmål og svar, så vores ambassadør, Syed Zulfikar Gabrezi, han vil også address